Hello, everybody. Good morning. Or no, good afternoon. Gosh, I am so used to saying good morning when I go live.
Good
Hi,
night for
everybody.
people
Start
in
it
GMT.
over.
Hey, everyone.
Rewind.
Welcome to chat. We're going to run it back and say good evening or good afternoon, or, if it is morning where you are, good morning.
Good 3 a.m.
If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. We are excited to have you here. We will be playing Masks: A New Generation. It's a TTRPG powered by the Apocalypse system. We will be also continuing our trek raising money on this channel for the Ttrpg.org. For those of you who don't know, or this is your first time just clicking through our channel, this channel is a charity channel. I raise money for the Ttrpg.org year-round now. I've been doing this since mid-2020, and I just want to say a quick thank you to all of our viewers and followers and retweeters and YouTubers who support me doing this. I couldn't do it without all of you. Y'all are wonderful. And with that, go ahead and take it away, Sauce.
Hello, everybody. I am Saucefire, also Gray, and today we are going to be DMing a game of Masks. I keep on wanting to call it the next generation because of Star Trek, but it's the new generation. My pronouns are he, him, and why don't I introduce these lovely players and then get into some a recap of all sorts of shenanigans we went through last game. And starting us off, why don't we go with Ethan, aka Kadravel, aka Nielsen Peabody, aka Nobody.
Yes, those are all of my names, all of my many names. I'm Ethan, he, him. I will be playing Nielsen Peabody, otherwise known as Nobody, he, they, who is a simulated consciousness inside a robot body. Many tiny robots.
Yay.
Yeah.
And what is his playbook?
Yes, the
Outsider.
Outsider.
Never remember. Because I was like, whenever I was first choosing, I had like 3. That's the one I ended up on. But yes.
The robot person.
The robot playbook. Next up is Mabruk, aka Jamie Ferris, aka Ramad, aka Of Vague Repose?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the correct face you should make when you say that name.
Also, Darkomancer 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
No 8.
No,
Where did you get the 8 from?
I thought there was an 8 at the end of it. Oh, 4. Okay.
Because the original name was taken by someone. Anyway.
Oh, I thought it was because there was 3 other Darkomancers.
Yeah, they're all like previous me's. I'm Mabruk, he, they, and I'll be playing, as Sauce graciously mentioned, Jamie Ferris, also known as Ramad. From the name Ramad, which is Arabic for ashes, they are just a humanoid-shaped pile of ash that, bends and transforms. I'll be playing the Doomed playbook. Cue the Doomed. Yes, thank you very much. Their pronouns are they, them.
All right. Next up is Jen, aka Koski Sigma, aka Jaina, aka Aeon Storm, aka Laughmaker D&D, aka Storyteller Scotland.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I'll be playing Jaina Leith, aka Aeon Storm. We both go by she/her, and I'll be doing the Nova playbook.
And last but not least, Sarah, aka the Hype Goblin, aka Crystal Blake, aka RGB, aka the notorious RGB.
You're muted.
You're
muted.
muted.
AKA what?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
What? Hey everybody, I am Sarah, she/her. I will be playing Crystal Blake, she/her, who is the alter ego RGB. She is the Beacons playbook.
Alrighty, cool. When we last left our adventurers, they had learned from a government agent that one of the students at William Traceman High School had become infected with a disease that was bioengineered to infect Jaina, and Jaina specifically, after a harrowing adventure in which they also signed up for their school's career day. They were assisted by a hyper-intelligent chimpanzee called Dr. Bananas. Unfortunately, because they all assumed that they may have also been infected, Dr. Banana's action intern put them all into quarantine and took them to the Radius Institute, the premier research facility in Mariposa City. So why don't I set the scene? Why don't we play some masks, y'all? So as you're inside of the action intern's action aerocopter, it is this large triangular device, a couple of propellers on either side that allow it vertical and all sorts of dimensions of travel. Each one of you is mylar sealed in your own individual bag, perhaps to preserve freshness. In addition, you have the school's janitor, who was the infected person that you managed to arrest, hopefully without getting Jaina infected along the way, but who knows. As you guys fly basically between the buildings, maneuvering with quite a bit of agility, you see the Radius Institute. It is triangular in shape, almost like a pyramid, similar to the craft you're in, but much, much larger, kind of towering over the surrounding buildings. As you fly towards the very apex of the tower, or of the pyramid, the little tip of it kind of opens up, and the craft you're in kind of hovers over it. And you would think that it would land, but instead it just sort of spits you out individually, just a little. And as you kind of go down this long bending slide, almost like you were at a water park, each one of you eventually is deposited, maybe a little roughly, and into your own individual cell. The cells are, I wouldn't say barren, but they are very austere. There's a cot, there is a toilet, there's a small mini fridge with a small sign that says you will be charged for each item that is removed. And there is a large observation window in place of the northern wall. You can't see any of your, like each one of you is in an individual cell, but you can see across from you one of your teammates. Nobody. Across from you, you can see Jaina, and Jamie. Across from you, you can see Crystal. And then Nobody and Ramad are beside each other. Jaina and Crystal are beside each other. And just, one by one, you are harshly deposited. And you can hear fresh air being pumped into your cell, into your observation, into your quarantine. Cell is a very rough word.
Does it have a sign that says this is not a prison?
It says there's probably a nice calming please do not resist.
Oh no.
You are probably not under arrest.
This is not a prison.
Oh, hydration break. Thank you.
Thank you for the hydration. And we'll start off. Nielsen, what is your immediate reaction?
Well, we knew we were coming here. We don't really know much else. So, I mean, what I'm imagining is just like a sterile, like white wall.
It's not white. It's that kind of very, very pale green.
Oh,
like a 60s hospital.
I don't think I like that.
That is worse. I mean, I guess I'll just sort of I can't peek my head out, but I will go to the window and sort of just look down what I assume is a hallway.
Yeah, you can see it is a fairly empty hallway. It is not that kind of medical green color. It is actually a quite nice kind of latte or eggshell color. There are some nice chairs to sit in that actually look quite comfy. They're not, the material on it isn't broken. There's no foam padding peeking out. You can see that there are magazines that are actually from this decade.
Does it seem then like these cells are older, maybe they don't get used very often? Or is it just, this is the color scheme they've chosen to go with?
It is probably you have to probably assume that Dr. Bananas, who was a chimpanzee who became hyper intelligent during the early NASA program, this is probably just what he's familiar with. This is probably akin to the cell he was kept in when he was before he was bombarded with cosmic radiation.
You said Crystal's aside from me, right? In front of me?
Jaina.
Jaina?
Jaina is in front of you, and then Crystal's in front of Jamie.
Just be like, if I talk, can people hear me?
Of course.
So this seems. How does this seem? Is this good? This doesn't seem great.
No, this is pretty bad.
Jimmy's knocking on walls and checking the area. They're already looking for a way out. They don't seem very comfortable being in let's study them institute.
Crystal has her phone in her hand and she's checking to see if she can get on Instagram.
You are not getting a signal.
This is the worst.
Is there hospital Wi-Fi?
There is not. At least not accessible here.
It's a glass window in front of us, not bars, right?
Right.
So I can't pass through them.
But I could if we want to.
I prefer they don't. I prefer we get out of here.
Well, but I would be. This is nobody's sort of talking. Just I don't think that we should really try to escape because
I know
they're probably watching us since this is an observation room.
I'm sure Dr. Bananas will be here soon.
I search for cameras.
Oh yeah, no, there's one poked directly at you.
You look up from the glass.
I flip it off.
It just
yeah.
scolded by the camera.
What is Jaina doing at this moment?
She was about to, exert one of her new powers and just pass through a barrier because she can do that now. And stops when nobody's like, yeah, she probably shouldn't do that. She's like, oh, right, we're being watched, and just stops.
After a few minutes, a person in a hazmat suit comes in, just full hazmat suit, holding a Geiger counter, or at least some sort of device that looks like a Geiger counter. Just
Oh no.
And through this kind of radio, kind of crackly voice, you just hear, "All right, kids, everything's gonna be fine. We just need to run some tests. We've got some unusual readings, except for Crystal, who this scanner says is completely normal in every single measurable way. See, right here, completely."
Hey, I knock on the door just to get his attention away from Crystal, and we love her the way she is.
She's the
Nielsen.
smartest of all of us, you dick.
Nielsen will say it's like
unexemplary, utterly average.
Crystal's gonna pull up Twitter in offline mode, and she's gonna start penning a tweet thread about this experience.
Nielsen will say, at least we were near that explosion. No radiation. That's good.
Larpstrong Carter has given +1 to the team pool. Thank you for that. I made a note. And +1 forward. Who would you like that to go to?
Sauce, can you explain to our viewers who aren't familiar with the system what those mean?
Yeah, sure. The team pool is basically a collective of bonus points that the team can use towards their roles once they get into combat. And the +1 forward is a +1 on your next roll. Oh, you're giving it to Kudrovel. Cool.
Awesome, thank you.
Crystal, as this action intern speaks, you can see that the glass door in front of you kind of lifts up.
So, I can go?
You are completely free to go, but we do have some unusual readings from your friends, and Dr. Bananas is advising we run a few tests.
I mean, I'm sure it's totally okay. Is it okay if I see Dr. Bananas? I had some more questions about what happened with him.
He is coming back from your high school right now, but his Uber is running late.
Okay, where can I go to meet him?
He is in traffic right now. He is on his way.
Right. Okay.
Does he have a phone?
Can I just wait in one of my friend's cells?
No. Again, they are all showing very unusual and very different readings, and we want to make sure that they are not a danger to themselves or to others.
Right. Okay. So, where in the lab can I go to wait for Dr. Bananas?
You can just stay with me.
Cool. I'm sure that's fine, right, guys?
Can I
can have his hat. I want their hat.
Sorry, I can't hear you. And he kind of turns down the volume on Jaina's cell.
Hey, and I'm knocking on my window. What are you doing?
Son, you're just showing a few unusual readings.
We want to contact Can we contact our families? They're probably worried. I'd imagine. Maybe.
We have already contacted your family.
Can I contact?
Through the school.
Can I directly contact? Hey, don't ignore me.
I'll just fog up the glass and write, Elizabeth is going to be mad at you.
You wrote that backwards. I can't read it.
Would Crystal have the phone numbers for everyone's parent or guardian?
I would. Probably not Danny.
Yeah, not Danny.
Not Danny. She's not gonna contact Danny. But would she have Emil's and Elizabeth's contact info?
Would Emil give his contact?
Well, no. Would you give it to me?
I don't think so.
I would respect Emil's choice to not give his contact.
Okay.
Yeah, I picture Emil like, I picture him keeping just burner phones.
Yeah, that's true.
Rachel, I almost called myself Rachel. Crystal will
Classic
go up to
Rachel.
the glass. My name is now Rachel. Surprise. Crystal will go up to the glass and be like, "Do you want me to call someone?"
We don't have signal.
Right, but I'm gonna go with him, so I'll probably get somewhere that has signal.
Oh.
Crystal orders a bunch of pizzas to this place.
Yeah, I would love that actually. I think if they just told Emil that I'm here, it's fine. He can figure out that
Okay.
if this is a problem or not.
Okay. Jaina, do you want me to call Elizabeth?
I think Elizabeth already knows.
Okay.
Smash cut back to the farmer's market, and Elizabeth is still there looking at some heirloom tomatoes.
But text her, you know.
Okay, I will. As soon as Crystal gets signal, she'll text Elizabeth.
As you're kind of brought out into this hallway, Crystal, you can see there seem to be many containment cells. Some with just like regular looking people. You pass one that just has an old style jukebox. You pass another cell and there's just this writhing mass of tentacles just kind of.
Oh, that's weird.
And the scientist nods his head and says, yeah, but we have to contain many things that have some unusual and perhaps dangerous properties.
Like an SCP containment facility? Is that the vibe we're getting?
Yeah, it's a containment facility. So like, what does your like instrument there do? Like, it looks super cool.
Oh, it gives me a complete and fully accurate bio readout of whatever it scans.
Oh,
See,
really?
when I scan you, and he turns around and it just says, completely average humanoid.
Like, what's the technology like? Like, does it use like radio frequency, or like how does that work?
It uses magnetic waves, very similar to an MRI, and it basically takes basically billions of snapshots of a human from basically almost down to the cellular level.
Oh wow, that's so cool. I bet you get to tell like so many people about this and they think it's so neat.
Well, most of our stuff is held with confidentiality. This is a research and technically medical facility.
Right. I won't tell anyone, but I think this is super cool. Do you think I could like be you one day? Like do your job?
Not with these readings. It shows it again. It's just completely average.
Like, what does it say when like you scan yourself?
And he turns it around to you, and it just says, highly developed android.
Oh, how cool. Hey, what's this thing over here? And she's gonna point to the tentacles and try and get him distracted so she can plug her one of her cables in and hack the android.
Okay.
Is that
says,
not Unleash My Powers?
That's Shuma Gorath. He's an eldritch god from the. Then you pull out, I'm guessing, a Type C cable and try to poke it through the.
Well, okay, wait. This is a government government facility. Are they still on lightning cables?
This is actually a private research
Okay.
organization.
Yeah, she's gonna plug in the Type C cable. That's an 11 plus. Is that Unleash My Power? So that'd be plus Freak.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 0, so it's an 11.
Yeah, with this Type C cable that you managed to poke into his suit, against all odds, you managed to hit a USB port.
Yes.
And because it's a Type C, you don't even have to worry about it being upside down. and you manage to plug it right in.
I'm gonna call. Gosh, she's gonna try and program a virus in there that will make him think that the others are normal as well, and
This
also
seems a
convince
little
him.
outside of Crystal's abilities.
She
I'm
has
trying to
prior
pull off
experience.
I'm trying to pull off a ridiculous stunt. I haven't checked that I need to try and do it.
By all means.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There is a bit of sparking as Andy the android just kind of collapses on the ground.
Oh no. I'm sure Nielsen can fix that, but she'll grab him by the ankle and drag him back. Back, guys.
You can,
Did you kill him?
You come back to us.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Yo, Crystal, that's awesome.
Right? Does
Yeah,
this count
that's
as
super
does
cool.
this count as pulling off a ridiculous stunt for my drives?
I would say, yeah, ridiculous
I
does
think
come to
so.
mind.
Okay,
One
so
of the
what-
adjectives I would use.
Yeah, because I had pull off a ridiculous stunt. Choose 4 drives, mark 1, start of the day. Start of play. When you fulfill a marked drive, strike it out and choose one. Mark potential or clear a condition. Take influence over someone involved. Do I do? Okay, so I don't have a condition to clear. So do I mark potential and take influence over someone?
Does it say or and?
It just gives a list. It doesn't say or and.
It's
Sure,
comma
choose,
placement.
Choose
is terrible.
one. Okay, choose
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Choose one.
Yeah,
okay.
the comma placement on some of these directions are a little difficult. Okay. So I will mark potential.
Beautiful.
Yes, Magpie Games, if you're here right now.
Can we get some clearer wording?
Oh, geez, like I was looking up the burn rules for Novas, just in the handbook, in the player's handbook. And it doesn't actually have them. All the rules for burn are in the playbook, but it keeps referring to using burns in the rule book. So I'm like, what? Where is this thing? I actually like Control F and looked at every single instance of the word burn in the playbook or in the rule book.
Okay.
Nielsen.
Nope, they're all on the character sheet.
Nielsen will say to Crystal, it's like, so since you've just brought him back into this very highly observed camera room,
Yeah, there are
does that
cameras.
does that mean that we're done with pretenses, or?
I mean, I figured like we could find their security room and just like, wipe the tapes or whatever, like they do in the movies.
I have done something similar before.
Do you think you can like reprogram this guy? He's an android too. I wasn't able to do that.
Oh, you
There was
didn't.
some
You
sparking.
didn't stun an actual. I thought you stunned a human being.
No, I plugged the wrong cable into the wrong port and he went all.
Mm.
I can certainly try.
Okay. Anyone know how I get you out?
I just phase through the glass.
Yeah, I mean, if we're there now, I'm also just going to phase through the glass.
Hello.
Do you see a vent in there?
I was about to ask.
There is a vent that is blowing in fresh air.
Well,
I've not. That's to. Okay, so
Yeah,
my
we
powers
could break
are
the glass for you.
but also clothing.
I can just remain in dust form.
But then your
I
clothes
have
would
to
still be
actively
in
think.
there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Including your backpack.
Including my backpack.
Don't you lose my backpack that I got you twice now.
How thick do I think these glasses are?
It's
Actually,
a couple inches
this might
thick.
be. This might
Why-
this might attract too much attention.
Why don't I try to, if we're going, I mean, look, I'm here to learn. So if this is
Crystal, can
what you
hack
think,
the door?
yes, if this is what you guys think, what you all think is the right plan, I'm here for it.
Yep.
And I will try to reprogram the android.
Before you do that, Nielsen, can you roll assess the situation for me?
I would love to. That's bad. Let me double check something. Where is assess the situation?
You were
Plus
gifted a
superior.
+1 forward.
Yes, I'm making sure. Oh yeah, that keeps on going. So that's good. So that's a 6 already. Plus superior brings it to an 8.
You see that there is a small switch beside every door with open and close.
Well, I already have a mission from the rest of the team, which is to reprogram this android.
What could go wrong?
Is there any way out of this cell at all?
I mean, yes. Well, Crystal, you should probably help me since you started this. Jane, if you want to flip that big switch that says open and close, that should get
switch.
Jamie out.
I go over and just bap it open.
The glass wall just kind of.
Step out.
You are now in the hallway.
Crystal, do we still want to try and reprogram this person?
I mean, I don't know how to get out of there, so I feel like if we have an adult escorting us out of the building or to the security office, it's probably better to have that.
What does this person look like? Do they look like an android or do they look like a meat person?
They are currently in a hazmat suit.
I
Well, I
pull
mean, we
off
can
their
take
hat
that.
because I want their hat.
As you pull off the head, you see there is nothing on the shoulders.
Ah!
Put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back.
Please, yes.
Backwards.
You try to seat it again, but it's like kind of crooked now, and you can't get it to thread properly.
Ah!
Can we move away from the cameras?
Oh, I think we're beyond that.
Who?
What?
Also,
Can you get
just to be
the maps
sure.
of the place from him?
Well, I just want to bring something up first because I think it's probably important. Since we are here now, and they apparently contacted my father,
Oh,
then part of the new, I guess I phased through the glass. They already know. Part of the new predicament is that if I mess up too much, he'll kill me.
What?
oh,
I mean, I didn't anticipate this, but so
Your dad's
now
a
it's just
jerk.
like relevant information.
how much control do they have on you remotely?
I don't think they can. Well, I mean, they could turn me off, and then it's a suit, which is meant for defense, so probably complete.
Okay, like, you know your little charging station things? Can we build one?
Well, that's sort of what I'm getting at. Is that why are we trying to escape here?
I don't.
Aren't these like
that's
the
a good question.
non-morally gray good guys?
Well, you all just looked really uncomfortable, so I thought I'd get you out.
But
I'm basically always uncomfortable, so you shouldn't take my situation into the.
Well, you looked a little more uncomfortable than normal.
I
But
still
also-
am.
Your dad works?
weren't we supposed to be in there because they thought that we could be infected? Isn't that still technically a
I don't
possibility?
think any of us have touched the other kid.
Mm-mm.
I made sure not to.
I didn't.
Also, Jaina's not dead.
I'm not
That's a good-
dead.
That's a good start, I think.
Mhm.
I
Hi,
mean,
Gina.
we could all just sit in a cell together so we're not alone.
Well, I think that now it's probably best that we go and wipe those cameras, because if they don't have evidence of some members of this party facing through a wall, that would be better for me.
It's at this
That's-
moment you just kind of hear a crackle on the intercom. Hello, it's me, Dr. Bananas, talking out to you via the intercom.
Is this a two-way
Hello,
thing?
Dr. Bananas.
Hello.
Be polite. He likes politeness. Hello, Dr. Bananas. Good afternoon.
Hello, Crystal. So, it seems that my android had a bit of a mishap,
Yeah, we were trying to help him.
and it seems that your cell doors have opened because one of you phase through a wall.
I think you might have seen. Have you, something wrong. Have you been? I was gonna say, are you high? But I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think Jamie would actually say that.
I mean, it is legal here in this state, but no.
I think that was probably lag from the cameras. The glass
Yes.
looked like it was still there, but me and Jaina walked through not glass.
And this reading,
Crystal.
my friend,
Crystal got out with
my little friend Andy the android sent me. It's given some very unusual readings.
That much is true.
Yeah, it probably says that we're all the most human humans that have ever humaned.
Quite the contrary, except for Miss Blake, who is completely
We get
normal in every single way measurable by this device.
Dr. Bananas, he was acting really strange. He didn't actually scan my friends. He was scanning some things in the other cells and then came and talked to us and was spouting nonsense, and then he didn't. I don't think he actually scanned them.
Now my scanners are saying that you're trying to trick me. What is this? The deception meter is going off the charts.
See, why would I do that?
But perhaps it's best that I come down there and see you in person.
I can explain everything better in person.
I would hope so.
I whisper, I can't. Let's think of something.
You think? None of us
Why don't we
can.
tell the truth?
Truth sucks.
What? I'm an alien, you're a robot, and Jamie turns into a dust bunny?
I mean, you
Dr.
just said that
Bananas-
out loud in a very surveilled room, so why not?
I mean, Dr. Bananas is pretty cool. Like, it might be okay.
The doors kind of just
My name
open,
is Dr. Bananas.
and a small chimpanzee in a hazmat suit, flanked by two androids, comes roller skating in. It says here on my report that one of you is an android, one of you is an alien, and one of you turns into a dust bunny.
That's you didn't have to add the bunny part.
It seemed scientifically relevant.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're correct. No.
This raises quite a few questions.
I'm the android, and Nielsen is the alien, and Jamie
And I'm the
is-
normal average human.
Yeah.
Yes.
I turn into the dust
Yeah.
bunny.
See how much sparkles she makes
Mhm.
walking around?
God, that's alternate. That's Jamie once he's in the clown school. He turns into a glitter cloud.
He turns into glitter.
They're not happy about that idea.
Nielsen, do you have anything to add?
Nielsen will look to his friends who he's just like, they've told him that the truth sucks, and he's like,
Go,
no.
do what you feel is correct.
Jade is just low-key trolling this poor guy.
Says that to the robot.
To the robot or to Dr. Banana?
To me, I think
Oh.
Jamie's saying it.
Which one of you is the Cunithian?
Raise my hand.
Oh, we had one of my former colleagues, Xenomage, just was here recently doing some research. He was making use of our astronomy laboratories.
Mm-hmm.
He-
Nielsen will raise his hand. What is in an astronomy laboratory?
well, it's we mostly study the heavens.
At least it's not an astrology.
Oh no, we do that. We do that too. Xenomage specializes in both.
Oh, okay.
Can you, like,
Ethan
Can
is
I
hurt
do my birth
metaphysically.
chart?
You're a classic Gemini.
Rude.
Oh boy. I don't know what that
So,
means.
so what does Xenomage? Tell me more about Xenomage. You know.
Oh, he's a member of Apex. He said he was doing a favor for one of his old friends.
Mhm. Did he specify which one?
I didn't think to ask. But
Think again.
they were just looking at the various planets in the Cairn-Caden Empire.
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing?
I have no clue.
Neither.
The Cairn-Caden Empire is the empire I'm from.
Oh. Cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
So has he like been
Is that
here
cool?
longer?
Well, the Cairn-Caden Empire is very inclusive to other species. Well, we, you know,
Okay.
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 Did you check the virus on the other kid?
Yes. It seems that those nanobots that he injected himself with deposit a kind of prion of sorts.
I know what that means.
It's quite similar to Chesterfield's Jacob disease, or in humans, or mad cow disease in bovine. It's a replicating malfolded protein, but it only affects Canithians.
Were you gonna turn into a cow?
Yeah, that's what I was.
no, they were gonna overheat my brain and kill me.
Oh, that's
Oh.
not cool.
Quite oddly, the nanobots that we found, we've been doing our best to remove them, but it seems like they were originally designed to be airborne, but were programmed not to disperse beyond physical contact.
Why would someone do that?
I haven't the foggiest, my dear.
But could it have been a test?
Do you have dates on when the updates occurred?
It seems like they were programmed like that from the start. But the nanobots are very capable of traveling through the air.
Somebody doesn't want you to die, Jaina. At least it's trying to help, I guess. Maybe.
Well, if they were programmed like that from the start, it wasn't tampering. It was a choice, though. Whoever decided to put this out decided to do it worse than they could. That's strange.
What I'm thinking is maybe somebody altered it before it was released. Like there was an intention in the beginning and then somebody interdicted.
Now, most troubling is, while they're not exact, it seems to have quite a resemblance to, and he looks between Nielsen and Jamie, because y'all decided to try to bamboozle him.
I'm the android.
Whichever one of you is the android, it bears a remarkable similarity to the nanophase matter that you're composed of.
Nielsen will look around, just be like, are we, just sort of like whisper, but he's right there. Are we still lying?
No, I
No.
don't
Never
think
lied,
so anymore.
ever.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I've
And then
never
you'll
lied
just
in my
sort of like, and go
Oh, dear.
into
Pulls
the
out a small blaster pistol.
you have the CBPP.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
it's only for a moment before he
Logo.
holsters it.
Yes, that would, we were actually going to look into that. We caught wind of this, and I thought that it might have some relation to me.
Oh dear, why are you trying to kill your friend?
Oh,
I'm not.
No, his dad is.
Well, that's very forward.
My people are very forward.
I don't think Danny would do that. Daniel has,
Daddy tried to fuck me up, man.
Daniel is the only person to win both a Nobel Peace Prize And 2 presidential medals of freedom.
Well, he lied his way to the top, obviously.
I mean, he's very accomplished. But when did Danny stop being on active duty?
Oh, he left Apex maybe 5 years ago.
And were all of those accomplishments before that time?
I believe one of the presidential medals of freedom was in between.
What did he do to earn all those rewards?
It was he's been leading in both pharmaceutical research, biological research. He is an avid espouser of peace. Brokered many treaties. He's done humanitarian aid in Africa.
Maybe he's just developed a god complex because he was trying
you-
to use basically a bioweapon on our friend.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Oh, just a few days ago.
How did he seem any different whatsoever?
Oh, just his typical, very motivated self.
What if his motivations were to protect people from something? How far would he go
Oh,
to protect the American
he's
interests?
to protect innocent life.
American interests,
He'd take whatever steps necessary.
including murdering a child?
That sounds completely out of character.
Maybe
Neil?
maybe he is out of character.
Nielsen, didn't
Maybe something
he,
is wrong with Daniel.
Didn't he say something to you about finding ways to take out threats before they actually became a threat? Like, what if he's just like,
I mean, that's sort of why I exist.
isn't it kind of like going back in time to kill like baby Hitler? Like,
Well,
how can he tell that Jaina's gonna turn out to be like something awful? Like, she could be the person who like saves us all.
sure.
If anything, Crystal, it's you that's going to save us all.
Huh?
I mean, that's like what you're saying is why I exist. It's to figure out those sort of things, to weigh the probabilities of certain outcomes. And I don't have that answer, really.
You vanished briefly, but you're back now.
Your concentration breaks and you turn to dust and reapparate.
Oh, I guess he knows now.
Well, I mean, I used process of elimination there.
No, he's an android. Just point at Andy.
He sparks a bit before catching on fire.
Like, it just
Oh
seems
boy.
like it just seems like the theory that he's going off of is inherently flawed because he's not taking into account the decisions that people could make along the way.
Yes. The picture being presented to me now from Dr. Bananas does not necessarily match my experience with Danny. Now, that could be a matter of closeness.
Maybe it's a facade. I'm not sure which one is a facade.
I think that's fair. It would seem, from my experience here thus far, it would seem like the accolades with which he has been awarded, the things he has accomplished would be hard to fake.
I'm not saying that he faked them. What's the
Right.
probability of him going to good to section extreme that it becomes bad?
I think maybe we haven't really considered, like, what I was implying is that how common is like mind control in like superpower land?
Are you asking the DM or are you
I'm asking Dr. Bananas.
There's quite a few accomplished psychics out there, but usually it requires proximity and concentration, and to maintain it over an extended period of time.
What about cloning?
Again, cloning is in its early stages. There's an unfortunate problem we haven't fixed quite yet with genetic unspooling.
I have no clue what that means.
Well, imagine your
I don't
DNA.
Want to know.
I mean,
Nielsen, you said one of your selves, brother, sister, sibling,
mhm,
went offline, right?
mhm.
And you're very good at pretending and looking like a person
Mhm.
of various sorts. So crazy theory. What if Danny is one of you? Only crazy.
I had considered that, but
Oh.
it was only afterwards that they went offline after I became me and he acted the way he did.
No. What if this was before you? What if when Danny initially retired, he made a first generation kind of you, and that went kind of off the grid, and now we have a Danny that's good and Danny that's bad, and
How old
that's
is
where we got the weird nanites.
When did Danny get the Medals of Honor?
Like a few years ago, right? Because he said he retired 5 years and he got one after he
not over
retired.
Not a century ago or something?
Oh yeah, no.
I don't
The Lightning
Maybe-
Jack is the one that's been around for the last century and a bit.
Okay. Just maybe like he's actually a robot and nobody
Mhm.
knew or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's
Well-
the theory
Well,
we're going
there's-
down now.
There's one probability that
Maybe Danny's dead.
none of you seem to be entertaining.
What?
You're
What
a
if-
Danny?
What if he's right?
But-
No.
What?
But you just said that it was out of character for him to, well, you didn't say harm a child, but specifically kill a minor.
I say, yes, it would be out of character. But if there was sufficient motivation,
Jaina, may I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Have you, well, are you going to kill us all or enslave or other negative
No.
thing?
No.
Would that happen beyond your intention?
That's a good
Due
question.
to other factors, possibly family members,
Look.
enemies of family members.
My people are a people that like to pull other planets into their empire to elevate them. And that's about it. We don't really care what happens to them afterwards, as long as they want to
that
better
sounds-
themselves.
Very nefarious.
It's not. We've left many planets alone.
So you don't help people who don't want help.
If they don't want our help, we just kind of leave them.
Okay, then it's no longer nefarious. But who this? Okay, I'm gonna end the line of
Look,
question.
Well,
my job is just to be here. That's it.
Mine too.
What do you think
Mine
about
too.
having a? I'm not gonna comment on that. What do you think of having a meeting with Daniel without mentioning that-
Elizabeth is going to be there because I've got to,
without mentioning that Jaina's here?
smash cut to Elizabeth. She has gone into a movie theater to see a replay of Akira.
She's good taste.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm here to learn. So maybe this suggestion, why don't we all just meet and tell the truth?
That's what I'm trying to say is like, don't tell him that Jaina's here, and then, oh, surprise, Jaina's here, and we're talking.
But why do we not want him to know that Jane is here?
He's gonna prepare like a secret anti-Jaina
don't-
gun or
We
something.
don't want him to accidentally nanite.
He's gonna
Okay.
ignite himself and come like give her a hug or
Mhm.
something. I don't want
If
that.
he knows that
No
we're
more
here because of
drugs.
this thing, why would he
He
not do
does,
that
never
already?
mind. I forgot that he knows. Crash that.
Look,
Dr. Bananas,
Danny's
Yes.
is there a way for us to observe him talking to someone? Maybe someone from the Institute about what's going on?
Well, he
That would-
usually doesn't come down here. Usually we meet for coffee or at the library. I don't know about arranging a last minute get together with him.
What if there's an issue with Nielsen that needs to be attended to here because he can't be moved?
I don't know if he would believe that.
He would
Nielsen
probably
is
just check.
Nielsen is incredibly mobile.
What if we stuck him in one of the testing rooms that's blocked off from everything?
Now, Crystal, while I do appreciate you and your inquisitive mind, I've known Danny for years, and I don't know if I'd feel comfortable deceiving him.
We don't. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't deceive him. Let's just.
I don't want to deceive him, but I don't also want to put
Let's
Jaina
put-
in his way.
Let's
And
put Jaina in one of those
from what I understand,
plastic.
next week is career week, and Nielsen, you and Miss Lay are going to be shadowing at the CPB. And it seems, Crystal, you and Jamie here are going to clown college.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, it was the only one left with signups. Sorry. It's gonna be
No,
so
you're
much
not
fun
sorry.
though.
You're not sorry.
I'll help you with the clown makeup.
God damn it.
We can both have rubber noses.
Ah!
Oh, maybe they'll have the kind that light up.
Did you call me Leia?
I am going to be sick for that week somehow. Oh no. How unfortunate.
But
At least somebody with nanobots, Jamie. That's how I get sick.
But this caper aside, Mr. Peabody, if I could have a moment of your attention. The janitor that we've got, we're having some difficulty extracting all of the nanobots from his system.
Mhm.
I was curious if perhaps you could offer some insight, if you would all like to come with me to the floor where we have him.
Can we have Jaina in plastic?
I mean, we could. It sounds fun.
No, to
Why-
protect her from the nanobots.
We can get her a
Put me into
hazmat suit.
it's a hat suit, please.
Oh yeah, that would also work.
A walkable plastic bag.
A walkable. I didn't consider that. My
We
bad.
just get a hefty trash bag and cut a hole with it.
Duct tape.
I genuinely forgot.
My concern is the capabilities of these nanobots are quite similar to your own, Mr. Peabody,
Mhm.
including
Oh.
their ability to turn into nanophase matter.
Shifting
Mm.
destiny. Yeah.
Maybe I should just be in another room.
I don't know if that would help. My thinking is
They
it-
still can't transfer in air, right?
that's
Yet.
correct. Yet.
Oh,
But
boy.
if they are nanobots like myself, I
Can
can
be programmed.
contact home, as it were. No reason that home or whatever it is that they're connected to couldn't contact back. But yes, I'd be happy to try and help.
Yes. For what it's worth, we do have him secluded in a Faraday cage.
Mm.
Beautiful. Okay.
We
Shock 'em.
well, but yes, we
The
should.
kid didn't have any malicious intent. He's just getting paid a lot of money. He's not doing well financially.
And Dr. Bananas starts to roller skate back towards the elevator.
We'll follow
We'll
along.
follow. Yeah.
Mhm.
As you go down a few floors, there's some nice music playing. You can see the entire facility seems to open up. Lots of glass walkways, lots of open concepts, lots of bizarre modern art. And
love
after a few seconds, you arrive at facilities and holding, and Dr. Bananas leads you into a small isolation ward, much more modern and sleek than the ones you were kept in. And you can see the janitor is currently on the table wearing a surgical smock. And it seems like he has undergone a little bit of a metamorphosis. You can see the little patches of his skin are starting to turn all metallic.
Well,
we
I didn't
tried
expect that.
We tried extracting some, and when we did, they just replicated further. And of course, they require matter to replicate.
mm-hmm.
That's horrible.
Nielsen, what the fuck is your dad?
Wait, the Danny you know would do something like this?
The Danny I know would not do something like this.
Something is heavily wrong.
I mean, if something is wrong with your dad, Nielsen,
Maybe
we
it's not
should sort
Danny.
it out.
Maybe that's not Danny.
You all took a syringe before you beamed us up or put us in bags. Is it the same thing? Are we sure?
The syringe seems to have something similar, but perhaps it's been programmed differently.
Or it mutated.
Okay, can you check the programming? Maybe it's the cure, because like we've been giving that and we haven't been told what it does.
Yeah, yes, that's quite a good idea.
Can you
Mr.
check
Peabody,
the programming?
I imagine you should be able to read whatever is in this.
We can certainly try. Yes, sure. I'd be happy to.
And he kind of roller skates over to a small glass box where the syringe is being kept. And he says, if Danny did write this, it's probably in his own coding. You know he doesn't trust Visual Basics anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
As you kind of give it a scan, Nielsen, I need you to roll assess the situation. You got this. I believe in you.
Is this assess the situation or my belong in two worlds?
If you want to use belong
or
in two
alien
worlds.
tech, which I think they're actually the same modifier, but
you know what? You tell me what you want to do.
let me look at actually what these things do. Okay, no, it's not alien tech. Belong in two worlds. If I succeed, I can receive consult my people's knowledge and ask you a question. That seems relevant here.
Mm-hmm.
So I will try and do that.
Consult my people's knowledge, the internet.
Yes. That's a 7 plus my 1 ongoing. So it's 8 plus 2. What's it? Plus
10.
Is it plus superior? Yes, so it is plus 2. So it is
It's a 10. Beautiful.
Then that is what? That was 10 you said in total?
Yeah.
Yes, on a 10 plus, hold 3.
Yeah.
Three
Ask
questions.
away.
What is this?
It is a syringe filled with nanites, similar to the ones that you are composed of, and similar to the ones that are currently in the janitor. These ones have been programmed with a executable called tabula rasa.
What does that mean?
It means blank slate. It acts to, it basically, it removes all programming from whatever is on
factory reset
into the, well, I mean, not really a factory reset because it takes away everything.
It's a magnet on the hard drive.
Yeah, it is like thermite on the hard drive.
Do you share this?
I have one more question, and then I will relay this to everyone. If I were to give this to the janitor, Well, that's two questions. So I guess, would they survive?
I was going to ask that.
Hopefully.
All right. So that's, as I'm doing this, I'm holding it, sort of like analyzing it. My eyes go, I mean, they're already sort of like blue, like full blue, because I'm in my robot form and not my person form.
They're glowing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're doing that little like pulsing glow.
It's a white light now. And then just sort of as soon as they're done with that, I'm just like, well, all the things you just said. And he'll probably live. Well, he might live if we give it to him.
How much of his internal organs have been replaced by nanobots?
That is a good question.
We're still doing some research on that. We're afraid to put him in the MRI, but
That's a bad idea.
It seems like a bad idea.
That's a horrible idea.
It seems that it's not a fatal amount of his organs.
If the nanobots suddenly shut down.
Nothing that we can't replace with a little bit of hopefully unspooled or consistently spooled cloned organs.
And also, it just turns them off. It wipes them, but it doesn't say that it'll necessarily completely destroy, if I understand correctly.
If they shut down, they're probably not like connected anymore. Like they fall off.
That's fair.
Might be bad for his blood stream or his lungs or something. That's why I'm scared.
Maybe I could fill the holes until he's safe.
Happy
Interesting.
If he's starting to bleed, I can certainly try and help. That is the physical form of...
Wait. Nielsen, can you shut them down and then you take over? Like you take control of the... Is that what you're trying to... Is that what you're saying?
In a way.
Because they're in a blank slate now, so you can program them yourself. Can you replace the code of the tabula rasa?
I can... Again, this is all...
I'm talking too much.
I was made to be this. Just sort of like hands, and then the hands just keep spinning. They just go around in circles.
I was made to be hands.
Well, you either do something, Nielsen, or he dies. There's no other way around it.
I think, Dr. Bananas, if you are... This person is in your care, in your institute. So with your permission and preparation, I think this is... It would seem to be that this is his best shot, if you are shot.
Yes, that was a ripping pun.
I'm learning.
He needs to learn better.
He's working on it.
Yes, I happen to agree, but you might be acting outside of your programming if you try to substitute yourself. My thinking is we just remove the nanites and then give him the best care that we're capable of giving.
Yes, and if my only thought, my initial intent before Jamie had suggested overriding was just if he starts to bleed out, if too much is gone, then I could go and my physical form is meant to be a suit, so.
We also have bandages.
Yes, but that as an intermediary.
Internal bleeding, perhaps.
Yes, until you could get in and help. But yes, I think we're good.
Do you have internal bandages?
Yes.
Never mind.
That's what we call them.
Forget. What about anything I said? I didn't say anything. You're good. You're great.
Oh, better cure him before he becomes you.
It's a bit harsh.
But
like
yes,
I said, they only replicate seemingly as an act of self-defense.
So maybe that wasn't intended by Danny.
The replication.
Let's save him first.
Yes, I think before I would like to have this conversation, but after he was not dying.
That's probably a good idea.
Give him the jab.
Mr. Nielsen, you seem to be the expert on this.
I didn't know what this was until moments ago, but sure. I'm
And,
here to help.
they kind of prop up a hazmat suit and they say, "Well, phase away."
I will hand the syringe to Jamie for a moment and then just walk into the suit.
Yeah. You are now completely ensconced in a rubber hazmat suit. And Dr. Bananas kind of leads you through the two-way airlock to where the janitor has been kind of strapped to this table. You can see the kind of metally bits on his face don't seem to have like grown or expanded any as you are having your conversation.
Well, is he conscious?
No, we have him heavily sedated. He
Well, that's
kept on
good.
asking for methamphetamine.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
Yes, and unfortunately, our stocks are unfortunately low.
Okay.
Maybe you can ask him what his dealer is. I say that from outside.
Well, so is it me and Dr. Bananas in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I just do it?
By all means.
All right, I will. Does it seem? I mean, I guess he put this into his human body, so I will put the syringe also into the human body.
As you kind of stick the syringe in, but before you can do the auto injector, you see the janitor's eyes just kind of like spring open, and they're kind of glowing the same kind of blue that yours do. And then you're kind of lashed aside as a large kind of metallic tentacle kind of sprouts from this guy's chest, kind of tossing you into the glass that divides you and your teammates, and kind of with a loud crack and some spider webbing, you're kind of effortlessly knocked to the side as more of these little malformed kind of chrome and metallic red tentacles just kind of keep sprouting from this guy from every direction on this guy, from his back, from his sides, until he is just kind of like a writhing mass of them. His body is just kind of limply along for the ride.
Well, I'd say his chances of survival have gone down.
And this is where we will go for our break.
All right,
Dinner's
everyone.
Looking at this plaque.
All right, everyone, don't go anywhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, call someone, tell them you love them someday, or today, not someday, today. Tell someone important to you that you love them today. We'll see y'all in a bit. I'm gonna go get a snack. Bye.
Bye.
everybody. We're back. Welcome. If this is your first time with us, thank you for sticking up with us through that break. I hope you enjoyed our sweet royalty-free music that we got to listen to. I know I did. On this house, or in this channel house, words are hard for me today. I have ADHD hitting real hard. But what I'm trying to say is, in this house, we are a charity channel. And thank you for all my friends for joining me on this fundraising journey. My channel income all goes to the Ttrpg.org. So you will see things like rewards that you can gift us with your subscriptions and your biddies. And if you want to give those to us, great. They affect our gameplay. They help assist us to be the heroes that we someday dream of being. And all of that money, when I get a payout from Twitch, will go to the Ttrpg.org. Our donation last month was $173. So thank you, everyone, for helping me make these donations so regularly. If you can't donate via the bits and the subs, we get it. Times are tough for a lot of people right now, so just hang out with us, earn those channel points, and you can spend the channel points and affect our game that way as well. We're happy to have you here. Sauce, take it away.
Okay, so when we last left our adventurers, they had attempted to help a man that has been infected with a very strangely made nanobot disease. In an effort to defend itself, the nanobots kind of started to attack poor Nielsen, aka Nobody, and Dr. Bananas, causing a bit of damage to the surrounding laboratory and turning into a writhing mass of metallic tentacles sprouting from the back of the school's janitor. Nielsen, you have just been tossed aside as if you were a small doll made of nanobots. What is your immediate reaction?
Well, there is the option, or there's the matter of this individual and Dr. Banana isn't here, and so far we are contained. And so Nielsen is trying to figure out, is it better to try and get Dr. Bananas out of here to safety, or try and inject this robot thing with the thing that will supposedly kill it? And I'm not sure what the answer to that question is.
While we figure this out, Jaina, what is Jaina doing?
He's like, no, Danny's a dick, as she starts summoning on the side that Nielsen and Dr. Bananas is in, a construct, and it looks like a taller version of her human side, and it's made of flickering lights and bioluminescent kind of textures and patterns. And she'll say to Nielsen, if you can hear.
There's a small intercom.
Yeah, I'm gonna bash the button and say, get him out, I got this.
If you say so.
I'm gonna use the construct to place it between Nielsen, Dr. Bananas, and the thing. Nano thing.
Yeah, the thing. The janitor, or whatever you want to call it, is kind of in the center of the room on the table, just kind of thrashing around like a big plate of metallic spaghetti. Dr. Bananas is kind of at the feet of this surgical bed. Nielsen is kind of directly in front of you. So it would be a little difficult to put it like in a segment. They're on kind of differing sides of the
More
room.
to like interpose a way so Nielsen can like maneuver behind the construct and grab Dr. Bananas and
Yeah. Crystal, what is Crystal doing besides eating olives?
You know what? Keeping your blood sugar up during a fight is important.
Yeah, no, it's
okay?
important.
Don't forget
Yeah,
your
for
snacks,
sure.
superheroes.
The only snacks I need are y'all.
Oh.
Also, I had a piece of pizza.
I'm trying to think of what she would have in her arsenal that would help. So we're in a completely separate room, right?
Yes, there is a wall. There is like an observation window. And there is a small airlock separating the two of you.
I guess she's gonna make her way to the airlock because she can't go through the walls like everyone else can.
Maybe you should
she'll
try and
just-
wear a suit or something.
Oh yeah, are there any like hazmat suits?
Oh yeah.
Okay, she'll grab a hazmat suit, put it on, and start making her way there. That'll probably take her a whole turn.
Oh yeah. Well, we haven't entered combat yet,
Oh,
so.
that's true.
And Jamie, what are you doing?
How bad is the crack
It's
caused
pre-
by?
It is pretty bad.
Does it seem like is the glass basically useless now, or?
A few more good hits, and it could probably shatter, or spiderweb, or pop out.
Okay. I imagine wearing a hazmat suit is not very easy. I'll help Crystal into her suit, but I'm not gonna wear one.
Yeah, by all means.
Mhm.
I refresh my memory. Is Jaina wearing a hazmat suit?
No, she never got into one. She's standing in front of this crack piloting a biomech.
No, if so, then I'll probably just throw one at Jaina. And
Throw it at her.
Yeah. I'll
And
throw
she'll
it
be
at her,
like,
and then
I can't lose concentration, Jamie. I'm sorry. I can't put it on.
I'm going to just stand there.
Just not
I'll get
touch
it on
anything.
you.
All right. Should we enter combat against a potentially dangerous foe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my books up because books are fun. Books. Okay. So, whenever combat starts, there's a few steps we have to take. First, we add 2 to the team pool. Because of the generous
plus one.
donations from chat, we are at 5.
Oh.
Now, first
Thank you,
off,
chat.
y'all have to pick a leader for this fight.
I think either Nielsen or Jaina here.
I was thinking,
Pick
I think
Dr.
Nielsen.
Bananas.
I think Nielsen might have been it last time. So if Jaina wants to,
Sure.
your
Sure.
most front lines, even though it's not
Mhm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, Crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, Jaina's good.
Okay. Does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
Yes.
Think so.
Keep Jaina safe. Get the needle into the janitor.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you have influence over everyone, Jaina?
Mm-hmm. You have influence over me.
Let me look. Yeah, you do have over me as well.
I think you have it over me.
So influential.
Do any of you distrust the leader?
No.
Okay. Do you consider yourself ill-prepared or off balance?
Yes.
Always.
I think we've never been prepared for a single encounter.
Well, I mean, in
I
this
would-
case, you do have
One.
literally a needle that will potentially kill the enemy.
I
But-
guess.
The
But-
enemy before was a skin blemish.
Okay, then y'all have 6 in your team pool.
Let's remember to use them,
Mhm.
unlike
Yes.
last encounter.
Unlike every time.
Unlike every other time.
We've used them like maybe once or twice.
You just, you know what, I'll save it for later. But you lose it at the end of the game.
Oh no.
Okay. Then we will start off with the leader,
Mhm.
Jaina. Then we'll go Nielsen, Crystal, and Ramad at the end. I just like rolling it R, sorry.
Oh, beautiful. No. No. That's actually how you probably said. Probably no. That's how now it's being. That's how it's being said now.
That's how we always say it.
Yep.
Fun fact,
Jaina,
the hype goblin can't roll her R's at all.
I didn't learn that people couldn't do that until like a few years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, it's
Me
a
too.
genetic thing. Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Weird.
Weird.
We've got, it says right here on the scan.
And once more, Crystal is the even more average one.
Completely mundane everywhere.
We're gonna put can't roll her R's under the list of things she can't do.
Oh boy.
Can't fly, can't shoot lasers with her eyes, can't even roll her R's.
Can't get
Also,
her weapons to work without exploding.
They
Fine.
worked fine last time.
They were so good last time.
Oh.
Jaina, take us away.
The construct is going to. There's the like medical bed on a like dolly, like it can be moved about, sort of thing, or is it like those surgical beds where like stapled to the floor?
In this case, I imagine it being kind of stapled to the floor, or basically bolted to the floor.
So the construct is gonna basically charge into nano things, scoop it up, and push it against the wall opposite of Nielsen and Dr. Bananas to give them space and time to escape.
Okay, engage this threat. Question, what happens if this construct takes damage?
You know what? It doesn't say.
Thanks, Magpie Games.
It's just a construct I can summon.
Yeah, all right. Then by
An energy
It's
manifestation.
an energy, it's an energy
Yeah.
manifestation. And if I want to make it like move independently of me, I can spend another burn for it to, play cards while I go fight.
Yeah, no problem.
It could be
then-
seen as like stress when it takes damage, like it's
Yeah,
training.
I don't know. 'cause
Zeta,
what do you want me to roll?
you are. It sounds like you're directly engaging a threat.
Okay. I am directly engaging.
This is plus danger.
Amazing pals. Amazing pals. It is a 13.
Okay.
Wow.
Then on the 13, you can pick two of these. Let me
Big
just
two.
post this in our chat so you can see what it is. Yeah, you can resist its blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Oh.
I imagine an unthinking mass of nanites might be difficult to impress.
Yeah. I'll
Oh, with
create
that
an
attitude.
opportunity for my allies.
Mhm.
And it
All
don't need to
because
resist or avoid a blow because it's not me, it's a construct.
Mhm.
So I guess frighten it, scare it.
Again, I
Scary
think
light
I'd
beam.
recommend resisting it.
It did have a sense of self-preservation,
Mhm.
so
I'd
Might
recommend
Scare it
resisting.
into, stop being a jerk and just shove it against the wall and create an opportunity for my allies.
All right. I'm going to say that you do manage to get it up against the wall long enough for Dr. Bananas to compose himself and start skating towards the airlock. Since Nielsen's turn is directly next, I'll let him say what he does. But as you're sort of pinning this thing against the wall, after a moment, it just kind of starts phasing through you.
Oh, so it can phase.
But
Well,
Nielsen's powers. Okay.
yeah,
Let's
we-
give that into consideration.
we sort of knew that.
It's learning at an exponential rate. How's that? Now get out of there.
Nielsen.
Does Dr. Bananas need assistance getting out of here?
He's on
It
roller
looks like-
skates.
It looks like one of the wheels on his roller skates is like the axle is bent.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I was just gonna say he's in roller skate. He doesn't need help.
Hmm.
Never mind.
He's fine. He's rolling right out of here. Don't worry about me, young man. I'll get out on my own. And he starts inputting the 30-digit code to open the door.
I will. As far as I can tell, the plan would still be to somehow get this syringe inside of that robot. I'm just wondering how best to do that. I guess what is it to directly engage a threat? Plus danger. Oh, that's not good. That's not good for me. That's a -1 for me.
You could hand it off to the person with arrows.
Ooh.
The glass is still in the way,
That's a
though. It's
beautiful idea.
my
She is
worry.
in the airlock, though.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Yes,
you can
yes.
phase.
Yes, but I've had trouble with syringe phasing before, and that's the
You can just wait till I
As we
get
call
in
it in
there.
the business.
yeah. Just leave the syringe like in a nice on one of the surgical tables for Crystal. And I think I will try to. I don't know how this works because I've never tried to do it before, but like phase against phase, and I will just try and hold this being back and try and sort of hold them in place.
Okay.
And hopefully my phase material will somehow help with that.
Because like you're changing densities, I guess, so you can get to their density and then like. I said science.
I guess that would be an unleash your power.
Yes.
Freak.
I'm just. Yeah, I was just looking at provoke someone, but this thing is unthinking, so I don't think that would work here. So okay, I will unleash my power. Man, I have like all of my rolls have succeeded today, but every single time it has been a high number and like a 1 on the 2d6. So that's 6 plus
Freak.
1 plus 2, so that's 8. What did the team dice do?
You could take 1 from the pool and add it to your roll.
If you act selfishly, you can. I think you can do that, or somebody can give you a +1. You can't
Yeah, let me
just take it.
Uh,
I don't think any of us are too close to do that. Maybe Jaina probably can give you a +1.
Oh, I should also mention, because I forgot about this, the leader of the team can mark a condition to avoid removing a team from the pool. And you lost 1 from the pool because you considered yourselves ill-prepared. Let me just post that.
Do you
And
want to
so-
take an extra condition?
Anyone working with the team can spend 1 for a team 1 for 1 to help a teammate.
Yes.
So basically, somebody in this group explains how they're helping.
If you're at an
Nielsen.
8, a +1 wouldn't matter, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yes, that is good then. So whenever I unleash my power to overcome an obstacle on a 7 to 9, mark a condition, or it's unstable. Okay.
Okay.
So what condition? I don't have any conditions. Do I choose the condition or do you choose the condition?
I will let you choose. Otherwise, you can mark hopeless.
Yeah. It's either afraid. I don't know. I was thinking afraid or insecure. I think it's
I get it, yeah.
insecure. Not he's unable to. He's tasked with this thing, and then it exploded. So he is not certain in his capabilities.
Okay. As you kind of go phasing forward, you can see that basically the pseudopods, the tentacles, are kind of like going through Jaina's construct, heading towards the shattered wall or the shattered window. And you kind of phase right into them, kind of creating a bizarre mass of nanites. Jaina, your construct is kind of now holding the janitor's body, and you can see he's still alive. He's still sedated, but there are just quite a few nanites protruding from him. Crystal, Dr. Bananas finishes putting in the 30-digit access code, and the doors to the airlock kind of open up.
Hydration break, everyone.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, chat, for keeping us hydrated. Crystal's gonna run in. Was I able to see that the syringe was left on the table from the airlock?
If you don't, I'm sure Nielsen would just point it out.
Okay.
It's
Nielsen,
over
do you point
there.
that to me? All right, she's gonna take the syringe and 2 scrunchies out of her hair
Oh
and
no.
secure it to the end of an arrow.
I should mention you are wearing a hazmat suit.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe you just had the scrunchies.
I'd
in your
imagine
hand.
your equipment, like you
She
didn't.
put the scrunchies on the outside of the hazmat
Yeah,
suit
on
on,
the-
her
on the
wrist as
wristband,
a fashion
yeah.
choice.
You take a slap bracelet.
She uses hair implements to secure it to the end of an arrow, and then she will call on Herbert, her new flying squirrel. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. She will call on
no,
Herbert, her
Herbert.
new flying squirrel, to be a counterweight.
Herbert is also wearing his tiny hazmat suit.
Mhm.
It's
His
cute.
name is Herburp now.
All right, I'm into it. Herbert will assist me with the Come On Lucky move. As I fire, he will counterweight on my arrow, and then he will do a little flying squirrel wah to get away from the danger. So that gives me a +1 to the move, so that's gonna be Unleash My Power, which is +3. Okay. Ooh. 6, 7, 8 +1 is 9.
Can somebody assist Crystal?
Yeah,
Because
somebody
I'm not
wants to say
close.
how they
What
assist.
is the total 9?
Total is
Yeah.
9.
You
It
could
was a
bump
6
that
and a
up to
3.
a critical success.
Yes. And if I
Oh no, wait, it's a 10 with Herbert.
Oh,
Herbie makes it
Oh.
a 10.
thanks, Herbert.
Herbert. I'm gonna have to get artwork of Herbert now. He keeps saving the day.
because I think the 10 is just I can't help that
Yes,
by
no, no,
making it 11, right?
Mm-mm.
No,
Yeah, that
we're
would
rolling too well to use
Yeah.
the team dice.
Y'all ain't getting experience or using your team die.
What happened?
What happened?
We're waiting on the description, I guess, from the arrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just wondering what the result. Were you doing
10.
a directly engage a threat?
It was Unleash My Powers.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Again, sorry.
I was
are you just trying to?
It's okay. I was
Sorry,
I was
I blanked
shooting
out there.
I was shooting an arrow with our little flying squirrel pal on it that has he's being the counterweight to the
Yep.
syringe, and I'm trying to fire the syringe at the nanobot tentacle mess so that it'll stick on in there. And
Okay. Your arrow
its
just
thing.
kind of it flies true, and probably coming to a bit of surprise to you, it doesn't explode or catch on fire.
It wasn't
But
a died.
the auto injector still needs to be pressed in. It is currently kind of stuck in one of the
There's a button?
pseudopods. Yes.
Mhm.
It's like the
Yeah.
Someone smack the button.
on my next. Well, I guess Jamie goes before me, but
Yep. Jamie.
It's my turn. How fast can I get in ash form?
I imagine as fast as you need to.
Yeah, sure. I'll yeah, as when I see that Gina's probably secure enough, I'll let go of her and just go as fast as I can through the airlock with Crystal, and I'll get as close as possible to the whatchamacallit,
The thing
nano
or the janitor, whichever.
the nano bot,
the nanitor.
The
the
janitor
janitor.
or janobot.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you want to directly engage that threat.
With all the chaos, I don't think I would notice the arrow, like this happening simultaneous with Crystal.
I mean, unless they told you.
Crystal would have shouted press the syringe button.
May I press the syringe button? I'll probably engage the threat.
Yeah. Engage away.
That is 6 plus 3, 9 plus 3,
12.
12.
All right. Then
I will
if-
resist the blow.
Okay. I imagine a little pseudopod will kind of try to go through and like stab you, but it'll
I'll
just
just
kind of
bend.
go through the
I'll just
dust.
do and attempt to I'll grab the thing and press the button with the other option.
Yeah, as you kind of inject it, there is a loud screech, and the tentacle starts to kind of lose density, but it is still thrashing around, but it is like kind of crumbling before you.
Just keep Jaina safe and probably don't let go of the janitor. You might get hurt.
Jaina, you are up.
Kind of just the construct just kind of puts the janitor down against the wall, pats his head, and turns
The tentacle's
towards
still
the
thrashing.
turns towards the nano thingy, and Jaina will put a shield around it to contain it within a bubble sphere.
All right. Then unleash your power.
So much power.
Since Nielsen is also currently entangled, and
Oh.
Ramad is very close, you may be ensconcing them as well.
I don't mind.
I will say Nielsen would probably definitely be getting ensconced, since he is
What could
literally
possibly go wrong?
Since literally his molecules are bouncing
Yeah,
off.
it's hard to separate the two.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
I will say Ramad will only be ensconced on a non-critical success.
Okay.
I'm going to assist if required as well.
You can
Let's see the
assist
roll
by
first.
using the team die.
Unleash my powers.
That is plus freak.
It is a 8.
If
And we
both
both help.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I think you can only take one from the team die at a time.
I think it says
Does it
person
limit?
can give. Let me see.
Yeah, no.
I think that we talked about that it does before, but
Anyone working with the team can spend 1 for 1 to help a teammate. It doesn't say a limit.
All right. I am fine with there not being a limit.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll spread myself in a way to also attempt to contain it. I'm also becoming a bubble, I guess.
A secondary bubble.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay.
and then Nielsen will sort of. I imagine you're sort of getting out of the way because the point of getting this up to a 10 is that you will not be ensconced.
No, I'll get ensconced.
Well, then Nielsen is also just sort of going to try and push in and sort of contain, just make it be within. And do we roll? And then if it's like a
I
high
thought we
number?
just add it.
We just add?
You
Okay.
just add it. Again, this game is very loosey-goosey.
So it's about the describing scenes and stuff.
As the bubble kind of ensconces, Ramad, you managed to kind of get yourself out of the way.
Sure.
But Nielsen, you're kind of trapped within it. And as you're kind of being ensconced with the failing nanomatter, you can see it's starting to try to overwrite some of your nanites. And I'm going to need you to mark another condition.
I thought that this might happen. I didn't even mark insecure before.
Is it a condition or a powerful blow?
In this case, it is going to be just a straight condition.
Hopeless.
And Nielsen, it is now your turn.
Well, I'm in a big old bubble, and if it can't get out, I can't get out. my normal go-to is to make something, but we're in a bubble. So what are my labels looking like right now? Okay. Is it possible? Well, I guess this is what I will ask first. Does it seem like this thing needs to be damaged or sort of just like waited out?
You can roll to assess the situation.
Okay. Is that my turn?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I guess I can still put that information onto my teammates. So this will be worth it. Any of my conditions affect this? No. So that is an 8 plus assess a situation is superior, so that's a 10.
Okay, you can ask. What is it? You can ask 2 questions from this list.
Mm-hmm.
What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is the most vulnerable to me? Or how can we best end this quickly?
So first question is, how can we best end this quickly?
Waiting it out or causing damage. Causing damage will end it quicker, but it looks like with the injection, this nanite monstrosity is not long for this world.
Let's see.
Just hope the injection doesn't transfer to you.
Yeah, that's why Nielsen wasn't super jazzed about being in the bubble, but
like I didn't mind switching places with you.
I mean, I'm all up in its business, so I didn't see a way to get out of that. So my second question. I mean, a lot of these are pretty obvious. Let's see, what here inside this bubble or in my immediate vicinity may I use to harm this thing in the future?
Maybe hitting it.
What about
that might be the best idea. There's not a lot in the bubble besides
That's
you,
what I thought.
air, and some nanomatter.
Okay.
You might be able to maybe do some kind of digital attack.
Ooh.
That will be my go.
I will say that as you're kind of being, parts of you are being kind of overwritten, you notice that some of your programming is being changed from like observe, detect, report to something called warningshot.exe.
Okay.
Crystal, you are up. Also, I think you might be muted.
I was. Cool. So we have a bubble. Everyone except for Jane and me is in the bubble.
No, I'm not in the bubble.
You're not in the bubble.
And Crystal, I don't think you're in the bubble either.
Okay. Crystal's gonna run forward and say, "Let me in the bubble," and hit the syringe.
No,
The syringe is very tagged.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And it has
tagged. The nanobots are kind of sloughing off, but they're still kind of doing some death throws.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
like calm it down by attacking it.
All right. In that case, she won't rush forward. Actually, no, she will. She's just gonna punch it because I don't think arrows will do much to nanobots.
As you punch the bubble, it makes a boom sound.
Jaina's
will just call, "It's a bubble."
Well, no, she's gonna ask to be let into the bubble so she can take on the threat directly. So she will ask
That
to
would
be
be
let
up
in
to
the bubble.
Jaina whether or not she opens the bubble up.
You'll advise, go behind, and then I'll let the bubble up from behind where the construct is.
All right, then she will directly engage the threat and start wailing on it.
Right. Roll dim math rocks.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is plus danger. So that's a 9. On a 7
Okay,
9, pick
we-
1.
Unless somebody wants to use a team die from the team pool,
How are you?
Well-
How are you engaging it?
she's directly engaging the threat.
Just
I'm
punch.
running in there to punch it.
I guess I'm in there, so I might as well.
And
Uh,
yeah, if you want to tell me how.
You're going up behind it. I would be in front of it because I was blocking its way. So I guess I will just sort of, if it's trying to fling like a tendril back, I will sort of morph and like grab, like phase my wrist through it and just sort of like holds it and leave the opening.
Okay,
Beautiful.
then that is a 10.
Choose
So,
two.
Okay, cool.
you can choose two. They are in our chat, but I can post it again if you need it.
Okay, no, I have the basic moves up here. I don't really. Let's see. There's nothing really to take from them.
Probably protect yourself. At your command.
What's the worst that could happen? It's
mean-
just some nanobots.
Don't get infected.
Yeah. I guess she'll try and protect herself. Well, if I'm directly engaging a threat, I don't have the option to protect myself.
Yes,
so
you do.
You do.
I do?
Because
You
you
do.
roll.
Avoid a fatal blow.
Resist or avoid their blows. One
Okay,
of the
yeah.
options.
I'll resist or avoid their blows. Do I pick 1 or 2?
Two,
pick two.
Two.
with
Roll a
the addition of the team die.
Okay, and I'll try and surprise them. I guess I don't necessarily want to frighten them anymore.
As
Ooh,
I said,
I'm here.
It's kind of an unthinking, unfeeling
Mm-hmm.
kind of mass. So
Creating opportunities.
Maybe it's more distract.
Yeah.
there is create an opportunity for your ally.
I can try to create an opportunity for my ally, but can I punch a tentacle so hard that one of the tentacles falls off?
No. I mean that does happen when you trade blows with it.
Yeah.
As you kind of punch into it, you can see it just starts to crumble a little bit more.
Safe zone over there.
And as it falls onto the ground, it is like a pile of metallic dust just being dropped onto the floor. Just a little.
Cool.
Was there anything else you'd like to do?
Nah, that's it.
All right, then Jamie, you are up.
um. Considering doing something dumb, but like it's unrelated to this combat. Yeah, sure. I'll go and assist what Crystal is doing as well. I'll throw myself into the nanobot mass.
All right,
I'll
roll
unleash my
up.
power. I'll actually, is it unleash my power or engage a threat? Because I'm just like, I'll send myself into it and then expand.
That would be directly engage a threat.
Okay. Ooh, I dropped my dice. Come back. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay, that is a solid hit. What would you like to do?
I'll avoid taking a blow.
As more of these tendrils kind of lash out of the opening, some of them are trying to spill out, basically.
Yes, I want to try and create an opportunity for Nielsen
Okay.
to perhaps either lessen the impact they're taking or for them to get away, perhaps somehow.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That's for me.
As you kind of, how are you doing this?
So with Crystal's like opportunity, she like getting there and asking her to get the door open, and then I'll come from behind her through the tentacle that she broke, and I'll just go in there.
Okay.
And then expand.
just be a smoke screen, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Nielsen, I will allow you an action.
Right now?
Yeah. You've been given an opportunity.
Okay. Let's see, what are my conditions? I am insecure and hopeless. So I will run away.
I believe running away is actually a way to clear a condition.
Disengage.
Yeah.
Is this like are you acting selfishly, perhaps?
You said you were afraid, right?
I'm not afraid, but I am hopeless and insecure.
Okay. If you were afraid, that would have cleared the condition, but yes, as you are, I'm going to post how you can clear conditions, just because y'all are getting some.
I do want to see that. Yeah.
But yes, as you kind of, let's see, what would that be? Maybe an unleash your power, or maybe a defend. Yes, if you want to roll plus savior.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, sorry, that's for defending other people.
Yeah.
Let's
I
just
think
say
unleash power makes sense because I'm going to run through the floor downwards.
By all means.
All right. Hey, there we go. That's a failure.
Hey.
So that's 1 and a 3, so a 4 plus 1 is a 5 minus 2 because of hopeless. So that's a 3. And then what was it? Unleash my powers is plus freak. So plus 2 again, back to 5.
Okay. You only need to get 2 from the. You could potentially draw 2 from the team pool if you want to.
Do you want to lose?
Or do you want to lose to gain to mark potential?
Well, I think we only have 2 more left in the team pool.
Got 4.
4? Oh wow.
I thought we started with 6.
Yeah.
So we should only have 2 by now.
Yeah.
But you used 2, and then I don't think you used
4.
anyone.
We've used 4 now.
Oh, all right. You guys are keeping better track of this than I am.
Nah. I think I'll let those be used for near successes.
All right.
Then
as you try to escape, kind of similar to what you did, you see these kind of 2 tentacles kind of pierce through your chest before kind of wrapping you back in, and almost.
Ooh.
I imagine the aperture that Jaina opened isn't that big. And then as you come out in your full human size, it just kind of pulls you back in, almost buckling you, closing you like a book almost. So I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
What is that? Just 2d6?
Plus conditions.
Plus conditions.
Ooh.
You want
I
to
want to roll low, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 14.
Oh my god.
I rolled 2 6s.
Oh no.
Then,
plus conditions means like +1. Oh wait, you have 2 conditions, right?
That's 1 per condition. Then you must remove yourself from the fight.
Hey.
Either fleeing or passing out. You lose control of your powers, or 2 options from 7 to 9, which I will post separately. There we go. So you lash out verbally, you give ground to your opposition and it gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark another 2 conditions.
I mean, it seems like cheating to choose flee, because that's what I was doing. That's what I was trying to do.
It just means
anyway.
you can't come back to the fight.
Yeah, sure.
This
that's
is
fine.
complete fleeing. Yeah.
I will run out, phase out, go past Dr. Bananas.
Well, as you are fleeing, I am going to take the narrative from here. As you're kind of folded up like a book, you feel you're not sure what, but it seems like something has been added to your code. Before you were basically spiked into the ground, not phasing through it, but kind of crashing down to the floor below, where you break into the rec room for the action interns, landing on their foosball table and destroying it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And as you're just kind of laying there, there is one of the foosball players is kind of just spinning around, hitting you in the head.
All right.
Now we go back up to Jaina.
Watching this chaos unfold, she's like starting to become a bit panicked. One of her friends is through a floor. 2 of them are in her bubble. This is not what she intended. She doesn't know what to do.
Is talking a free action?
So is panicking.
Okay. I want Crystal get out of here and Jaina close the bubble. That's what Ramad wants, but it's up to you all what you want to do.
Jin has taken off her helmet and is now snacking.
I don't know what to do. I'm hungry.
She
She's
found
gonna.
a machine full of Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
Try to squeeze it as much as possible.
I'm going to condense this. You need to get out. As the bubble starts pulling in, the construct starting to become part of the bubble, and it's almost crystallizing in a way as it's becoming denser, like ice, like hail, only in a reverse. Instead of hail going outwards, it's going inwards.
Then as you kind of go all neutron star and try to collapse this thing in on itself, let's say unleash your power.
Star power.
Which one do you want? The least my power is my
Freak.
Danger freak. They're the same condition. Okay, so 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Wow.
As one man is wont to say, how you want to do it?
Oh. I think she manipulates the construct in a way that she just kind of pulls Crystal out, and it's a lot of strain. This is a new power to Jaina. She just pulls Crystal out and says to Ramad, "It's going to keep you in there."
Can I try and get out with the janitor?
I think this thing has basically been separated from the
Oh,
janitor,
okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'll jump into Crystal's arms.
And as they escape, the kind of crystalline globe that's kind of spiky growing has a burst of plants kind of encased into it. Bioluminescent vines grow around it as they just create kind of this globe of, I guess the closest thing would be a mushroom spore, only crystallized.
And it kind of falls to the ground and rolls down the hole in the ground where it bonks nobody in the head.
Nobody, just call through the glass.
And you are now out of combat.
I would like to run system diagnostics.
You have taken a significant amount of damage. You have lost 30% of your nanites. The infected ones are kind of sloughing off of you.
Okay, can I drop down and pick up Nielsen?
Also, I imagine you're still kind of like a broken book, like a book with its spine broken, where it's just kind of. I imagine you now have an extra bendy point.
Oh no!
That's our friend.
where your spine should be.
I give him an extra joint.
He doesn't have bones. It's okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to help assist Nielsen in, I guess, self-repair?
There
I'd
is
imagine
the
Dr.
comfort
Bananas
or
would know.
support action.
Crystal will hop on down too.
That will help with the conditions, but won't help with the physical damage.
Okay. She'll try and,
as well.
she'll try and be comforting and supportive by, do you want me to run any diagnostics either? Like I can hook you up to a lab computer.
That might be good. There was something it added. It didn't just take away.
Okay.
Dr. Bananas, I'm using one of your computers.
Oh, yes, don't mind me. He's fixing his roller skate.
We'll worry about his roller skate later. Is there like a computer lab that Crystal would know about that she could use from the summer program?
There is a laboratory just down the hallway. It is used during their tours, mostly to entertain children. but it is still a very powerful supercomputer.
Okay. Yeah, she'll help get them down there and plug them in. Good thing I have that Type-C cable with me. I am not very helpful. I am sorry. That's a 6 plus plus mundane. It's a 7.
That's not a failure.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, no, fair.
Oh, it's not? I thought it was. Okay.
No,
It's almost a failure.
all right. How would you like to comfort or support him as you kind of going through the diagnostics? You can see that there are many of his subsystems have been kind of damaged. Most of them have kind of self-destructed to avoid getting further contaminated by the infected nanites.
I feel like Crystal and Nielsen relate to one another because she can switch into like a very analytical science brain because of her dad being like an engineer and having to talk to him. So she just like tries to comfort them by giving the rundown of like the full detail report of everything. Okay, well, your reasoning processor is still up and running, but you may have lost everything that you learned in art history. I don't see those files anywhere, and that portion of the system seems to be corrupted. The subsystem having to deal with the foods that you've tried also seems to have been gone. But you do like pizza. I will remind you of that. We can remind you of some of the other foods that you liked as well. And she'll just keep going down the list of what's there and what's not, and how the friend group can help remind Nielsen of who they are. Just
I'll need to get another Pepsi from Jaina's house.
I long for the taste of Pepsi.
Doesn't taste.
We'll get you a Pepsi Clear or Pepsi Crystal.
Wait a minute, this is RC Cola. This is
Even I know that.
It's doing more damage to your systems. What is Ramad doing at this moment?
Do you have to roll to clear the condition, or
No. She
on
rolled.
a hit.
oh, that's right.
Clear a
That's right.
condition or shift their labels.
I'll clear a condition for you.
Mess with his labels.
Which one do you want?
I'll take away hopeless.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopeless clear.
Noticing that Crystal seems to have this taken care of, I'll just let's wait for Jaina because I'm gonna call her. Noticing that Crystal has that taken care of, I'll just look up to Jaina like, you doing all right?
Sorry, who are you looking to?
Up to Jaina.
Oh yeah.
You doing okay? No trouble?
I think it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna start looking for a way out.
I mean, it's just a regular. It's not like you're not in a government facility here. You could probably just go out the door.
I'm not very happy being in a science testing facility.
As you kind of start leaving, you see Dr. Bananas kind of roller skating his way towards you.
I forgot my oven and the cookies. Continue walking.
And he says, wait. There's something you should know.
Is there? I continue walking.
And he's scooting beside you, and he says, yes, whatever has caused you to become like this, we've detected similar energy signatures in the city over the last few months.
I stop walking.
He kind of rolls forward for a bit.
Yeah, I grab him to get him back.
I've run into Jamie.
One, I don't appreciate you scanning me without consent. Two, what the fuck? Please explain more.
Yes, there's been. Well, when you were doing what you do, I couldn't help but take a few measurements, and they're very similar to some rather concerning energy spikes we've noticed across the city.
Is it somehow similar but opposite? Is that how you describe it?
Yes, if you're talking about
no.
its resonance frequency, it's it resonates at a similar but opposing frequency.
Jimmy is visibly stressing. Like they are now. This is the most they've released, I guess, like smoke-wise of their body.
Yes, it's been spiking since the school year started.
Where?
Just randomly across the city.
Randomly.
Give us specific spots, Dr. Bananas.
No, just randomly through parks, occasionally in an alleyway. Not very long, but it's only started spiking around when the school year started.
That's oddly specific.
Yes, last measurement was right before the there was a rather massive one right before the sudden snowstorm when Brain
That makes
unleashed
sense.
that cryonic device.
Can I? Would it be? Is it? Is it all right if I get like a list of all where's?
I mean, I could provide you with some.
That would be beautiful.
Do you have an email? That's an electronic
Yes.
mail. They're quite new.
Oh yeah. They, for sure. I'll give him my school email.
I'll add you on MySpace.
I'll have to create a MySpace.
Oh, it's quite entertaining. I've got the band My Chemical Romance playing on a MIDI.
I need to leave.
Not because of the evil or anything, because of that.
Yeah, because of the.
Yeah.
I need to talk to. Oh, why do phones not work here?
Oh, that was just
Or
in
is
the
that
holding
only-
facility.
I take out my phone and I call Emil.
You get his answering machine.
Fuck. I should have expected that. I need a drink, like a smoothie.
Yes, we have an ice cream bar on the first floor.
Beautiful. I rush there.
And we're going to pull back for a moment as we go to the CPB where Danny is running some simulations, just using the same kind of supercomputer that Nielsen originated from. And he's interrupted as he's told that just gets a message on his phone kind of detailing Nielsen's current like schematics, his current status, and he kind of furrows his brow before a small intercom goes off that says, Mr. Olansky, your meeting with Agent Fulcrum is ready. And Danny kind of nods his head and goes into an office where this kind of unassuming blonde woman is seated across from a table, dressed very upright, very fancily. And Danny sits across from her and says in his typical Danny fashion, status reports. And the agent kind of pulls out a series of binders and dossiers and says, this is every file that we've pulled from her computer. This is the bank account numbers for our offshore accounts. And this is, to the best of my knowledge, the location of the home planets. For everything, this is for what I know, everything I've observed from my studies. And Danny kind of paused through the dossier, a little disinterested, before nodding his head and says, all right, we'll move warning shot up to the next stage. What are you calling yourself again? And she smiles a little bit and says, Elizabeth. And that is where we will end for tonight. So, end of
Too
session.
good. Way too good to be true.
for each and every one of y'all, we'll have to say if you've grown closer to the team, grown into your own image of yourself, or grown away from the team.
It's just like moving on nonchalantly, as if like this is just a normal everyday reveal.
This is what always happens.
I am shooketh to my core.
Just break Jen's heart like that.
And we'll start off with
Elizabeth was my
Jaina.
favorite
We're not talking to you anymore, Sauce.
Who's starting?
We'll start off with Jen. Okay, you know what? We'll skip. We'll give Jen a minute. We'll put Jen at the bottom of the list. Nielsen, if you want to start.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Let me go to the second page here. Have I grown closer to the team, into my own image, or away from the team?
It is also in the chat if you need it.
It's always such a difficult question.
The important questions usually are pretty hard.
Let's see. I think grown closer. Definitely not grown. It always, for me at least, comes down to like what hasn't happened. Like grown into the image of myself. Nope, I was overwritten.
You literally the parts that weren't overwritten were literally destroyed. So,
so yes, I think Crystal made nobody feel welcome going over and just talking, helping to clear the condition. And yes, so I give influence to. David's got her squeaker toy
I
underneath.
thought she was crying and I was worried. I was like, does she need to go out?
She does need to go out, but she's not crying.
Aw.
Yes, so Crystal, if you do not have potential over nobody, you get potential, and I will clear my remaining condition.
Okay. I think Crystal does have influence, but if she doesn't, she can fiddle with your labels.
I do not have influence over nobody.
Ooh.
So remind me again how the influence and labels work.
I think that's if you already have it.
Oh,
Yeah, if you already
okay.
if you already have influence over someone, then you fiddle with their
Cool.
labels.
Then
Don't
never
open up the
mind.
link.
All right.
That's me.
Jamie.
I am having a lot of trouble. I don't think any of these apply. I've not had too much interaction. Like there've been interaction with the other characters, but it wasn't about Jamie. So they grew closer to the team in that regard, of course, to like being more personal and protecting Jaina, seeing nobody's mess with his nano machines.
You grew closer to Dr. Bananas.
Closer to Dr. Let's say they grow into image of themselves. They feel less mundane.
Okay.
As time goes by and like the guilt is setting in.
Okay. So I take it you're going to shift mundane down and
like I guess superior up by one.
Yeah.
I want somebody to make me less of a freaking danger, please. I can't do that to myself. Jamie doesn't believe in that.
All right. Crystal.
Okay. I think I'm gonna choose grow closer to the team because everyone's stuck up when the NPCs were all calling Crystal painfully normal.
Nobody did not mention anything.
Oh, nobody did mention anything? Rude.
He's like, then they're machines. They know what's right.
You don't want to offend the machine.
She'll give nobody a pass. Did Jamie or Jaina, do you guys have influence over Crystal already?
Let me see.
Yes.
I seem to not.
Okay, so you can have the influence, and then I'll mark potential because I don't have a condition to clear. That'll be me.
Cool. And Jaina, have you recovered from the
No,
betrayal?
there's very angry queen. Yeah, I think she grew closer to the team because they did go out of their way to protect her against this very dangerous threat against her life. And she's very flattered that they would give her this chance, despite slowly growing to getting to know the real her.
All right, then that is everything for everyone. So why don't we go into our little after show? Everybody.
Wait, sorry.
Wait, yeah.
Jaina, did you say who got
Oh yeah, sorry.
potential?
I will say. Who has
I got
influence over my?
influence.
Yeah,
You
get
have
influence.
influence.
Such a difficult decision.
Yeah. I think I'll give it to Nielsen because they've been wrapped up in a very tangled webs of lies. Thoughtfire.
What?
Also, Nielsen got turned into an accordion today.
Yeah.
I already have influence. So what are your labels looking like?
My labels are looking like 2 danger, 2 freak, 1 savior, 2 superior, 0 mundane.
What did you say your danger was?
It's one of my power bases.
Can't go up to 3, can it?
It can, yeah.
It can?
Maximum is 3.
Okay.
Yep, maximum of 3,
Minimum
minimum of
-2.
-2.
Okay, that's what it is. So I
So
think
somebody is superior. It's definitely Jaina.
I think I will given the circumstances are happening because of, or at least they're happening because of Danny, but that's happening because of Jaina. So Nielsen will put you up a danger and down a mundane.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
All right. Now, we're going to do our little after show where we all talk about charities that we like to support. Yeah, everybody, thank you for joining us. My name's been Gray. I've been DMing this rabble, and today I am supporting Child's Play Charity. They are a charity that provide toys and games to children in hospitals and domestic violence shelters all around the world. You can find more about that in the chat, just that way. Yeah, next up is Ethan.
I'll be telling you about Girls Who Code, which is a nonprofit organization which aims to support and increase the number of women in computer science by equipping them with the necessary computing skills to be more represented in those fields.
Very cool. Next up is Jen.
Hi, I'm championing the Alzheimer's Society in the UK. It's Alzheimer's Society United Against Dementia. They provide support and care and online sources to those who have family members going through dementia and Alzheimer's. They are a lifeline to those who have experienced Alzheimer's and dementia before, and the lifeline to those who have come into this unfortunately incurable disease. They are also raising funds to find a cure, hopefully in the near future. So if you want to work with them, they're a good charity to support.
All right, very cool. Next up is Mabruk.
Yeah, I'll be shouting out the Palestinian Children Relief Fund, as probably all of you know, with the horrible atrocities currently occurring in Palestine. One of the main victims are the millions of children currently suffering from physical and psychological trauma due to the conflict and the bombs there. This charity organization is attempting to help them, keep them safe, and get them through this awful trauma, traumatic experiences that they're going through. Best thing also that you could do if you can't support them financially is educate yourself on the occurrences happening there. If you could, please check out decolonizepalestine.com. It has a lot of information and frequently asked questions about the situation and its history. Thank you very much.
All right. And last but not least is our showrunner, Sarah, aka the Hype Goblin.
Hey everybody, I am Sarah. I am going to talk about the Trevor Project. That is a project that if you've been around before on my channel, you've heard me talk a lot about. They provide crisis and counseling support to the LGBTQIA+ community, targeting the youth specifically, and they provide a lot of great suicide prevention and counseling tools for those who need it. If you're here for the first time, I've said it a few times earlier in the stream, but I just wanted to reiterate, this is a charity channel. I don't take any income from this Twitch channel. Everything you guys do send me via this channel is sent directly to the Trevor Project every month, and our last donation was $173. So thank you everyone for letting me continue to do this. I am absolutely honored that you guys allow me to do this. You help me do it, and I think you're all just so neat. I couldn't do it without you. And with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wave goodbye to chat, and we're going to remind them, drink some water if you haven't today, eat a healthy snack, tell someone that's important to you that you love them, and if you've forgotten to and you still need to, don't forget to take your meds. And we'll see you next time. Everybody, bye!
Bye.